Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy the Making. Welcome back to another What's for Dinner. This week I'm using something I never thought I'd use. It's only for one meal, but I'm using the Instant Pot. Stay tuned, this could get interesting. So this week's meals, the first one is not very healthy at all. It's definitely a comfort food. That's what we're making tonight. Tomorrow night is gonna make up for it though. I'm going to be making a healthy chicken pot pie soup in the Instant Pot. I am super nervous to be using this for the first time. I'm gonna do all my research tonight. Y'all wish me luck. This could be very disastrous and y'all are gonna be along for the ride, so we'll see how it goes. But we're not using it tonight. Tonight is really simple. It's a 5-ingredient meal and it is called French onion beef casserole. The first thing I'm gonna do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees. And y'all know I am not the best at protecting my clothes, but my friend Shelly got me this really cute apron that says pumpkin spice and everything nice. I think she got it from Hobby Lobby, but she got it for me for my birthday, so I'm gonna wear it today. And I'm protecting a shirt that I love so much. It is a shirt from Grace and Cotton. I'm gonna show you the back. So I really love her designs. She hand draws them. I think she started using a computer as well, but I really love all of her designs. So you should definitely go check out her website. I've got it linked below, and I always have my code below. This is not sponsored in by any means. She sends me the shirts, but I'm not sponsored. I just love her stuff so much. So go check out graceandcotton.com, use the code Mandy10 and you'll get 10% off. The first thing I need to do is boil our egg noodles. So I'm gonna get some water in this pot and get it going. Okay, I've got my really large skillet. I'm going to heat it over about medium-high heat. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 pound of ground beef. Steven's gonna salt our water before we add our egg noodles. So I'm not gonna have to drain mine. This is 93.7, so I'm not gonna have to drain it, but if yours is fattier, you'll definitely want to drain it before we continue on. He's gonna add in our egg noodles for us. And baby, we might need just a little bit more out of that bag over there. Not the whole thing, but maybe half of what's left. This is gonna boil for like 7 to 8 minutes and then we'll drain it. Now that our ground beef is browned up, I'm gonna be adding in 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. And this 15-ounce jar of French onion dip. This is where all the flavor lies. I'm so excited. French onion dip is one of my favorite things to use with potato chips. We're just gonna combine all of this, and then once our egg noodles are done, we'll drain those and add these in too. Okay, our egg noodles are ready. We're gonna go drain these. Now we're just going to gently fold these egg noodles into this mixture. Steven said this is kind of like a hamburger helper, and yes it is. Very similar. So that's gonna go in this casserole dish. I'm gonna spray it with some Pam. This is pretty heavy. Let's see if I'm talented enough to do this. You think I am, babe?
I think so.
Oh, look at me. And now for the topping. You know I ain't gonna use my teeth because I broke my tooth that time when I tried to open something. But I want to because I can't open it. Baby. Thank you. So these are French fried onions that you typically would put on top of green bean casserole, my favorite food in the whole wide world. It says only to use a cup, but we ain't gonna do it like that, are we, baby?
No.
We gonna
put some onions on that thing.
We love French fried onions. So I'm pretty much just gonna use this whole thing. Okay, baby. Okay, this is going in the oven at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. To go along with our meal tonight, we're going to do fried okra in the air fryer. We did this a couple of nights ago and really liked it. Cole is not a fan of okra, so this will just be for me and Steven. I'm just gonna pour some in. And then the trick is to spray it with a little bit of Pam. And this is gonna go in on the air fry function at 400 degrees for 6 minutes. All right, Cole, go ahead.
All right. Let's see.
Before I even hit record, Cole already had his thumb sticking out.
Just need another one.
Oh, need another one? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
That's good. Wow, that's really good. It's like a very reminiscent of beef stroganoff.
Okay.
Very similar.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Love
vibe.
the French onion flavor. I mean, it just exudes French onion flavor.
Yeah.
So it's really, really good because I love French onions. So.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, very nice and creamy. And then the crunch.
So the egg noodles, we've never been huge fans of egg noodles, but it's okay. Gracie Lou. Somebody just came back with seconds. And I just wanted to jump on here really quickly and say, y'all need to make this. I love how easy this was, and it is so incredibly tasty. We didn't have to add salt, pepper, nothing, and it's perfection. I feel like I'm about to go into battle. Like I need to pull my hair back. I need to put a helmet on. I need bodyguard. Bodyguard? Body armor. I could use a bodyguard. Baby! Okay, in all seriousness, it is the second night of the week. Tonight we are making a healthy chicken pot pie soup. And it can even be dairy-free. You can use coconut milk or almond milk, but I'm just gonna use regular milk. But since last night's meal was more of a comfort food, tonight is still a comfort food, but it's a healthy comfort food. I'm really excited about it. We're gonna use 2 different functions on the Instant Pot. Y'all, I'm brand new to the Instant Pot. I'm scared to death. But we're gonna saute first and then do the pressurizing stuff. I did my water test earlier today. It was comical, but I survived. Everything's okay. We're gonna do this. Let's go. Okay, the first thing I need to do is chop up all of my ingredients. I'm gonna use my bigger blade, or I guess the chopping blade instead of the dicing blade, for the carrots and celery. I don't know that I'm gonna need all of both of these carrots. I just need a cup of chopped carrots, so we'll see. Okay, I feel like that's good. So the recipe calls for 1-inch pieces of both of those, so that should be good. And now I'm going to put on the dicing attachment. Okay, our veggies are ready. So I've got some Yukon Gold potatoes here. This one I'm just going to quarter, and there's a reason for that. And then these I'm gonna cut into about 1-inch pieces. Hey, Gracie Lou. She's just patiently waiting over there, hoping that there's gonna be some cheese, and there's not. I've got 2 cloves of garlic that I'm just going to mince really quickly. Oh yeah, I forgot to quarter this large one. It's time. Well, isn't that cute? Ta-da! So I need to saute first. So let me set it to the saute function. And I think it will just automatically start. I'm pretty sure that's on about medium heat, which is what I want it on. So I'm gonna add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to the bottom. And we're just going to sear our 2 chicken breasts for just a couple of minutes on each side. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do another 2 minutes on this side. Okay, it's been another 2 minutes. We're just gonna take these out for now and just put them on a plate and set them to the side. Now we're gonna add in our carrots, our celery, and our onion. And lastly, I'm gonna add in our garlic. We're gonna saute these for just a few minutes just to soften them up. While we're waiting on our onions to get translucent, I'm gonna add in some salt and pepper. Now that our onions are translucent, I'm gonna add in our small chopped potatoes. I'm gonna stir that around. And on top of this mixture, we're gonna put our chicken breasts back in here. And then on top of the chicken, I'm gonna put in our large quarters. And we're gonna pour in 3 cups of chicken stock. So I'm gonna turn off the saute function, so hit cancel. Let's put our lid on. And I'm gonna make sure that this is set to sealing. And now we are going to pressure cook this on high for 9 minutes. Okay, so we let it cook for 9 minutes and then we let it manually release or naturally release for 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Now we're going to quick release. Y'all see I am fully prepared over here. I ain't playing. Okay, I can do this. 3, 2, 1. Why won't I do it? There. Okay, now that our pan has gone down, I'm going to open it up. So now I'm gonna remove my chicken. We are gonna shred the chicken breasts. Now, those 4 larger potatoes, we're gonna remove those and put them in this blender right here. I'm gonna add in a 1/2 cup of milk and a couple of ladlefuls of this broth. And we're gonna blend that. I'm gonna pour this back into our soup. Stir it around and let's shred our chicken. Well, it's definitely cooked all the way through, isn't it, baby?
Yeah, it's good.
Now I'm just gonna add our chicken back in. That chicken is hot. Hot, hot, hot. And baby, I think we're ready to eat.
That was good. This looks good. Yes. That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's fantastic.
It's been smelling good. Cole said it smelled good. But you like the way it tastes too, buddy? He's too busy stuffing his face to stick a thumb in here.
That's really good. It's very nice. It's very balanced. It's got good flavor. It's not too salty. It's really good.
My first Instant Pot meal. Oh, tell me what you think about that crescent roll. So I got honey butter crescent rolls.
Yeah.
Y'all like that better than regular crescent rolls?
Oh yeah, that's really good.
So Steven just said it best. The carrots and the potatoes, they just melt in your mouth. That's how soft they are. I really love this. It tastes a lot like chicken noodle soup, but honestly, I like it better because the noodles kind of take away from the flavor. They kind of mask the flavor a lot of times. There's so much flavor in this to be so simple and to have so few ingredients. I'm super impressed. Okay, y'all, it is our third meal of the week, and y'all know what that means. It's Subbie Supper night. Tonight's Subbie Supper comes from Michelle. She said she was gonna pass on sending a picture in, but she is a mama to a sweet little 8-year-old boy, and she is also a registered nurse with hospice. She said this is one of her favorite recipes, and she thought she would share it with us, and as soon as I opened the email, I was like, yes. It is called Chipotle Glazed Meatloaf. So with a name like that, I'm assuming it's gonna have a little bit of spice. There is an ingredient we're gonna be leaving out tonight because Cole is not a huge fan of, I was about to say chipotle, but no, cilantro. He's not a huge fan of cilantro, so we're gonna leave that out of the meatloaf. But Cole's favorite dish is the barbecue meatloaf that I make. It's a Paula Deen recipe. I think I've shared it here on my channel before. If I have, I'll link that below. That's our all-time favorite meatloaf. But y'all know we love spicy, we love meatloaf. Mix the two together. It's a little early, but I need to get it started because, you know, meatloaf takes a little bit of time in the oven, like an hour, maybe a little over an hour. So I've got my oven preheating to 350. I need to prep my ingredients. I've got most of it already sitting out, but I need to cut up a few things, so let's do that now. Okay, the first thing we're gonna be doing is sauteing some garlic and onions on the stove, so I wanna go ahead and get those chopped up. And you know what? I'm just gonna use my garlic press for this instead of sitting here and chopping it. So let's go on over to the stove. I've got a medium skillet here. I'm just going to heat it to medium-high heat. While I'm waiting on that to come up to temperature, I am going to chop up, I have a couple of chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. So I'm gonna chop these up pretty fine. That's pretty gross. Okay, our pan is nice and hot. I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of butter. Now I'm gonna add in our onion. It called for 1 medium onion. I had half of a large onion left from last night's dinner, so that's what we used. And I'm just gonna saute these until they're translucent, and then I will mince the garlic directly in here and cook it for another minute. And then we'll just be setting this to the side to let it cool down. Okay, so I'm gonna add my garlic in here. Can all 3 of them fit in? They can. Okay, we're done with that. I'm gonna turn off the stove, set this to the side, let it cool, and let's go back over here. The recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup of diced bread slices. I've got 2 slices here. I can go grab more if I need it. I've got my cup measure just in case. I don't want to get this wrong and cause my meatloaf to be too dry. So I am gonna measure it. Okay, so I didn't quite need the 2 slices. I probably could have gotten away with 1, but we have about 3/4 a cup of diced bread. Okay, so Steven is going to shred some pepper jack cheese. We only need 2/3 a cup, so we didn't get the big contraption out. He's gonna do that really quickly for me. In here, I am going to add 1/4 a cup of milk. Gracie is very aware that there is cheese being shredded. This is pepper jack, baby. You don't want that. Okay, so that milk soaked into the bread really quickly, which I'm pretty sure is exactly what we wanted it to do. I'm gonna add in 2 pounds of ground beef. This is 80-20. Now I'm gonna add in my 2 chipotle peppers that have been minced. I've got some spices here. I've got 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. We only need 2/3 a cup of this pepper jack cheese. And this is where you would add in the cilantro if you were adding cilantro, but since Cole is not a huge fan, I'm gonna leave that out. And lastly, I'm just gonna beat this egg and add it into the mixture as well. Okay, I'm gonna start mixing this up. Steven went to go grab my onions. Yep, you can just go ahead and put that in there, babe. Thank you. Okay, baby. I've mixed it as much as I can with a fork. You know what's about to happen. I've already taken off my rings. This is about to get serious. Ooh. Okay, we're about to put our meatloaf into the meatloaf pan. I did not know there was such a thing. So the recipe said to put it in a meatloaf pan, and I was like, it means a bread pan, right? That's what I've always used. Comment below and let me know, did you even know there was such thing as a meatloaf pan? You probably did. I'm probably the last human on earth to know about it, but I ordered one from Amazon and it looks like a bread pan, but it has that nifty little feature. So the grease is going to go to the bottom of the pan and then we can lift the meatloaf up out of it. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm gonna lightly spray. So now I'm going to make our sauce. I've got a 1/2 cup of ketchup, 2 to 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar, and to kick it up a notch, I've got these chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, and I'm gonna grab some of the sauce from here without grabbing a pepper. There we go. There's some sauce. I'm just gonna keep grabbing as much as I can. It calls for a couple of tablespoons. I don't know if I'll be able to get that much out, but we'll try. Now I'm just gonna mix all of this together. And we're gonna put 1/2 of this sauce on top of the meatloaf. The other 1/2 that we're reserving is gonna be for when we serve our meatloaf. Okay, this is going in the oven at 350 for at least an hour, possibly up to an hour and a half. You just wanna make sure that the internal temperature reaches 150 to 155 degrees. I just took this out. It has been in for just an hour, and be careful when you're taking it out if you're using a meatloaf pan. These are not handles. These will lift it out of the pan. I just grabbed the handles and almost made a huge mess, but it's okay. Crisis averted. I checked the temperature. It is up to temperature. I'm gonna let it rest for a few minutes. The boys aren't here. They're gonna be back in just a little bit. So I'm gonna let this rest, cool down for just a minute. I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes really quickly, and then it'll be time to eat.
I'm excited about the Chipotle flavoring. Never had that in meatloaf before, so.
I know, I'm excited too, babe.
Yep. You get a lot of that good Chipotle flavor. Wow, that is really good.
Yeah?
Really smoky Chipotle. Wow, very, what do you call it? The tartness of the ketchup and everything in there. That's really good. Very good.
So do you like this one better than you like the barbecue meatloaf that I normally make?
Actually, yeah, I do. Just because lately I've been really into that Chipotle seasoning. It's really good. This is just really different. I mean, you don't eat a lot of things with Chipotle flavoring in it.
Yeah.
But we've been very intentional lately about putting that in there, but this is really good.
So Michelle, this is definitely a hit. First of all, It is not dry at all. There is no dryness to this. Also, it is not spicy, but it's smoky. It might have a touch of spice, but I don't want you to shy away from it. If you don't like a lot of spice and you're scared to make this because of that, don't be. It's not spicy, it's more smoky. Little girl. So thank you, Michelle, for sending this in. Cole is not here right now. He'll be home a little bit later. So I'm gonna try and get him to try it when he gets home, and then I will let y'all know what he thought, but I have a feeling he's gonna love this one. Okay, he's home, people. And he was like, where's the meatloaf? He went and got it. He's eating it cold. This is what he does. He eats leftovers cold. But buddy, what did you say?
This is way better than the regular meatloaf that I've eaten in the past. This is...
So you like this one better than the barbecue meatloaf too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's got that smoky flavor to it.
Yeah, it's really good. All right, you have it. It is our new favorite meatloaf. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That does help out my channel. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to join my YouTube family. Hit that subscribe button before you go. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Saying help me, help me, help me. You ready? Okay. Okay, this is my glasses got fogged up. I can handle it when it's like this. It's the whole pressurizing thing that's gonna freak me out. Some chicken? There goes. Is that good chicken? Okay, I'm done. Are you feeling